to pack your bags and go somewhere. It doesn't matter if you're flying or driving, the stress of it takes its toll, not to mention all those germs. So what can you do to stay healthy? The Herbal Pharmacist, our friend David Foreman, who we have not seen in way too long.
I've been traveling.
I know.
I just told you beforehand, 118,000 miles on a plane this year, and I didn't travel 3 months.
3 months of the year, so and you still got that many?
Yeah, so basically, wow. Yeah, and I'm going to hit about 135. So I'm actually the guy that lives on a plane and I don't get sick, and it's because I practice what I preach, and I'm going to teach you what I do every day.
And you know what I think is pretty neat? Usually you line up this table, you brought 3 simple things here. This is even the utmost simple. But tell me what you do when you travel to keep yourself healthy.
Well, a couple of real simple things. We have the water. I'll start over there. Make sure you stay hydrated, especially when you're on a plane. The air is very dry. As soon as your sinus passages dry out, your throat dries out, you're more susceptible to developing an infection. So drink plenty of water. I know on the plane they give you a thimbleful. They're not going to kill you if you ask for more, so just keep asking for more water. Or do what I do. I carry this through on my backpack, and I just fill it up when I get through security. Yeah, okay. Exactly. It's a no-brainer. It's simple. It doesn't cost much.
And you said in this case, I know we can get into water someday, but in this case, water is water. You're staying hydrated. You're staying wet.
In this case, don't freak out about where it's coming from necessarily. Just make sure you have it and consume it regularly.
Okay.
All right, next thing is, I'm a huge fan of taking probiotics. These are friendly bacteria. We know that about 70% of your immune system lies in your digestive tract. This is the one I use, and the reason I use it is it uses a technology for tableting called GI Guard. Probiotics will be destroyed by your stomach acid, so if you're taking one that's a capsule, most of it's going to be killed by your stomach acid. This GI Guard will actually bypass your stomach acid so that the bacteria are released in your small intestine, which is where you want. So I'm a big fan of this one in particular.
And you've talked about this here before. I remember this now.
I think when we were doing a flu segment last year. Yeah, this is normally my cold and flu supplement, but it's really a year-round supplement. The ingredient's called AHCC. So if you go to your local health food store, that's the ingredient. So it might be in 4 or 5 different store brands. This is just the one that I happen to use. AHCC is a medicinal mushroom compound, and it actually gets your immune system ready to do what it needs to do. I know that might sound weird to a lot of people, but sometimes your immune system isn't quite fired up and ready to go.
Right.
What this does is it primes it, gets it ready so that when you do come in contact with a virus or a bacteria, it's more likely to kill, crush, and destroy, as I like to say. Okay,
let me ask you, I know water, I'll drink as much as you can. A probiotic maybe once a day. Is this the sort of thing you can take all the time?
I do. I take it on a daily basis. I mean, of course, I live on the road, but you know, for people that are coming into flu season, this is something I would take on a daily basis to help my body be able to fight off the flu. And if you are getting a flu shot, really cool study combining AHCC and the flu shot showing that actually decreased your chances of developing the flu even more.
Before you go, I've got to ask you about what I've been doing lately.
Right.
And I know people who do it, and I've seen it knock a cold out, or I believe it knocks a cold out. Right. Maybe it's all in my head. Olive leaf extract.
I'm a fan. It's actually another one of those supplements that you could take on a daily basis to help your fire up your immune system so that you don't get sick. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. You can buy it in liquid extracts for your kids if you want to. You can buy it in capsules. So yeah, it's another thing that you might want to consider using through the holiday season. Because I don't know about you, but like if I'm traveling over the holidays, last thing I do is want to get sick, while you're going. And what's even worse is after you come back being sick. So
and it always happens.
Yeah,
that always happens to me when I get back.
And it's not just being around sick people as much as it is, the stress. We're not eating right. So make sure you get your sleep. Stay away from all the sugary foods because those affect your immune system in a negative way. Take care of your body and then do these. Literally, I mean, these fit in my backpack, and then I've got room for my laptop and everything else.
Hey, good to see you.
Good seeing you. Thanks a lot.
Please come back sooner than later this time.
Okay.
All right.
I do live here when I'm not flying.
That's right. That's the thing. That's
exactly. I don't know what happens.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Take care.
Checking in with Charlie Belcher right now. Hey, Charlie.